evening again, guys. Just wanted to do a update on the garage diorama so far. As someone might know, I had a bit of a hiatus from model building there for 4 or 5 months, or 3 or 4 months, anyways. So during that time, I really didn't get much done, but I can't remember where I left off on my garage updates. So for those of you guys who do follow my channel, you may see some repetition here to what you've seen before. So apologies for that. I'm pretty sure you've all seen this tire rack. Painted, but no weathering done yet. This top toolbox here, this is finished. Painted, weathered, everything. And this is the bottom. Again, this is finished, painted, weathered, wheels, all that wonderful stuff. This parts washer, same thing, weathered and pretty much finished. The only thing I need to do is there's a hose that goes from here to the tap. I just need to attach that, but other than that, that's pretty much done. Have this floor mat, all painted, weathered, looked like rubber as much as I could. Started work on this shop vac. It's just base colored. No weathering or anything has been done. It's not 100% complete yet. I have this creeper built. Needs a little bit more weathering and a nice dull coat on this. I've started on this battery charger. I've started the weathering. You can see, oops, sorry. You can probably see on top of the handle and stuff there. So I've just started the weathering, a little bit of scratches and stuff on the front on that. Started on this compressor. This is just painted. No weathering or anything on that yet. Finished this oil can. Did the painting and found these shell decals in my stash. Dented it up a little bit. Just need to do a little bit of rusting and a bit more weathering on that. Got this vise, just got it painted, no weathering done yet. And I have this desk / workbench, base coated, but no weathering done yet either. So basically all I've been working out of is this Fujimi set, garage set. This is the only one I've been working out of yet. I have a couple of more here that I'll be using. This one includes mechanics and drivers, so I'll just be using mechanics, of course. And I have a couple more here, different garage sets, all from Fujimi. And one of them has a car lift. Before I go over to my other bench, where I started work on the base, I'll just show you a few of the ideas that I've been playing with. So you see here. So this is basically the gradually half of the, there will be half a level on the second level. It's not going to come out full distance. It's just going to come out halfway. Originally I was going to have the garage doors basically going this way, coming to the ends. I changed my mind. I'm going to have the garage doors essentially in the back of the diorama now. I've added these windows as well. And I'm going to go with the same idea I had, where out just kind of be like an outdoor storage area basically on this side of the shop, or garage, whatever you want to call it. I was trying to decide what kind of a structure I wanted to have here. So I'm going to go with a wooden frame structure. It's going to be like barn board on the bottom part of it, with kind of like swinging barn doors as the doors here, instead of a roll-up door. And I think on top it's either going to be all corrugated metal along the top section, or sections of corrugated metal and sections of barn board. I haven't really decided that bit of it yet. But you can see just some dimensions I've been playing with there as well. And this is kind of a view from the top. So again, here's this like outdoor storage area type of deal here. There'll be a door here to walk through. Here are the two garage doors. And this is kind of how I think I'll have the cars laid out, to basically this way. I think I'll have a lift here in this area. And then there'll be another car here to be worked on. The stairs will be somewhere in this area to go up to the upper level. And then there'll be a workbench here and another workbench here probably. So that's kind of what I've been toying around with. I'm sure it'll continue to change as I continue to build it and realize that probably I don't have enough space to do certain things or whatnot. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So anyways, just let me bring you over to the other bench here, and I'll show you what I've started on the base over there. So just give me 1 sec. Okay guys, sorry for the weird angle. I have the camera on a tripod here, so you can see here's the here's the main base here. It's basically just a shelf and a bookshelf. I have this piece on the back here. This is just kind of to support the back wall, have something solid to have it up against. I was going to go full height, but I'm trying to keep the weight down at least a bit, because I'm sure when you start adding stuff and plaster and whatnot on top of it, it's all going to add up. So I'll be using foam board as the backboard, and then I'll be putting my barn boards, which will just be different size sticks. I've also made this pallet here. I plan on having this. This is the engine out of the Camaro that I just used for the police car. I just saw I didn't put an engine in that, so this is going to be essentially just like a crate engine. Basically, that's going to be part of the. It's going to be sitting in the garage here. So there's that. For the corrugated aluminum, I'm going to be using this. I've spray painted this with dull aluminum. I just wanted to see, because this is only paper, I just wanted to see how this paper would take paint. So it's pretty good. I'm going to do a bit of weathering on it. I really like this, these imperfections in it, I'll call it. It looks like kind of dense and stuff, so I kind of like that actually. But all I'm using for that, sorry for my arms across the picture here. I know here in Canada, I mean, most of the cookies and stuff you buy now are in plastic trays and stuff. But here in Canada, at least, I'm sure in the US and in the UK as well even, you can still buy some crackers and cookies and stuff that use paper divider. And that's exactly what this is. It comes folded like this, and it essentially just divides the two layers of cookies. But I think it's perfect size for 1/25 corrugated metal. The other good thing you can use this for is if you want to have a roll-up garage door. You know, this stuff rolls up really good, so it'll work really good for that as well. So yeah, so that's what I'm planning to use for the corrugated metal part of it. As well, if you're doing a corrugated roof, you know, I mean, it already has the cut in there, so anytime I have, or any of my family have cookies and stuff like that that has this type of stuff in it, I always get them to save it. So I have a bit of it there now. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much where I am so far. I think my next stop will be, or next step, sorry, will be building this wall along here. And I need to build some frames for the windows, which I'll be using these craft matchsticks. I got all this stuff at the dollar store. So one thing I did come across here, this is a toy I had when I was a kid, and it came with a bunch of sticks, and you actually had to build a western town. But basically what this does, sorry, you're looking at the wrong side of it. So you can use these sticks here, and what this does, this is a cutter for cutting it off. This punches a hole. This is a rip saw, so you can basically rip the wood in half. And this is a sanding here for sanding the edges. I haven't tried to use this yet. I do know it still works. It basically just works on a flywheel, no batteries or anything like that. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera or not, but when it's running and you press, that's what makes the cut. The blade spins, the sander spins, all that stuff. So I remembered yesterday that I still had this here. So I'm gonna give this a try and see if it'll work or not. Maybe it won't. I can't remember now. It was so long ago since I actually had that. So anyways, guys, enough of my rambling. That's where I am with the garage stuff so far. And I think once I get these walls built, it should start going along a bit quicker, I think. I think once this base is built, of course, all it is then is just adding bits and bobs here and there to it and building up a couple of models to put inside. So anyways, guys, sorry for the long video, but as always, thanks for watching and hope you stay tuned.